Yes, we're back, diving live with Noraj Cue. So that was pretty clear, I guess. It's hot, and I see there's not so much people as usual, but maybe people are waiting for it to cool down. Oh, I saw my screen was jumping. Let's see if that keeps happening. Welcome, thank you for joining. It's that day of the week again. Last week we weren't there. yeah, things didn't work out with Roland, so we're planning a later date, and therefore this week I thought maybe it's nice to do Noraj Cue again, because he did the very first Dive in Live, and he has enough music for I think 10 Dive in Lives or maybe more, so it's nice to have him again, and the man is just filled with knowledge. He has his own mixing service, Sendmestems.com, so it's nice to invite him to chat about mixing music, but also about making music and the whole shebang, because the man flows just like this in the studio. Everything rolls out. There's not a day you won't receive a track from him, almost, you know. It's crazy. So let's start off with a J-Ron tune, and the first one is One Reason. There's no reason to have him in the studio, but there's one reason to have him. There's not a reason to have him not in the studio, and there's one reason to listen to this. This guy, you know, it's ridiculous. I'm so happy I know him. I'm so happy he's coming at 8:30. So till that time you have to deal with me. Holy shit, the Lord has blessed us this day. Yes, Charity J.E. Burke. What a great name. Yes, it blessed us with a lot of sunshine today, and of course with Jaron Noraj Cue coming. So he's gonna join me. I've got so much tracks. This was unreleased, and there's like 5 other tracks I have, so that's super nice. And before I hit it off in Ableton, I want to let you know, for people that are watching, if you know somebody and that wants to also learn to make music, I have a free introduction class to learn to create a basic musical ID with Ableton Live on the 31st of August. Check lessonsinlive.com and register. It's under events. There's also a Facebook event that I made for it. So if you want to get into Ableton Live or learn get started with making music, make sure to tell your friends that on the 31st of August there's an introduction. It's a free 1.5 hour lesson where I'm going to show you the interface and how to make beats and bass and pads and whatnot, and create a basic ID with a basic arrangement. And free classes are always nice. There's a half hour to ask questions as well. There's no YouTube link. It's just on lessonsinlive.com/events, and you'll find the free class, and you can register there, and then you'll get sent an email with an invitation to a Zoom meeting. So, yo, Aiden, South Africa in the house, super nice. Free classes are great, aren't they? So, yeah, and also there's other courses starting in October. I just started new courses this week, so these are already started. But in October, I've got new beginners and advanced starting as well. So make sure to check that out. We also have the gumroad.com/lessonsinlive where you can find free preset packs, free devices for Ableton, and I'm working on a Serum preset pack. So today I also want to talk about Serum, and I want to show you a bit of Echo to show you how to use this in your tracks, which is super cool. Echo is a great machine, and Serum as well. I haven't even touched like so deep into Serum that I know it by heart, but I know a lot of stuff already. But this thing is deep. It's like a DAW on itself. Hey, Luciano Rodriguez, welcome to the show. Nice you're here. And a not Facebook link. Charity, I have a I have just a lessonsinlive.com/events, and you know I don't have a link for you. It's hard to post in the show, but it's also on Facebook. It's also on Lessons in Live, and if you register, you have to register on Lessons in Live anyway. So that's nice. Yes, Stepsky, great. Of course, you're very much welcome. If you want to join the course, let's have a chat, because I always talk to people before they follow the course. I really want to make sure it suits your needs and that the course is something that you really need. Otherwise, you're just wasting your money and I'm wasting my time. So let's make sure that you really need it. But I've seen you here a lot. And therefore also the 31st, I do this free class to have a bunch of people. You can get to know me and see how I teach. And if you like it, you can decide to have an intake and join the class for October. There's only 8 spots available per class, so make sure to act quickly. So, all right, let's get into it today, because it's nice. I have a nice program for you. I have an 808 here to make a little beat, and I want to make a sound with Serum today for you. Serum is an external VST, which looks really interesting. It's also a wavetable synthesizer, just like a wavetable from Ableton itself. And man, you can create the most amazing sounds with this thing. So let's just dive into what it's actually about. It has 2 oscillators, oscillator A and oscillator B. Oscillators are the things that make noise, actually. So if I play a note, nothing's happening because the oscillators are off. So I can turn them on here by clicking, and then we have a saw wave, and we can add another one. It's another saw wave. We have 2. We can make one an octave higher or maybe lower, and we can start building a sound. There's a filter section here, and the cool thing about Serum is that it has like enormous amount of filters. You know, you don't see these a lot on I think it's I haven't seen a synth with so many filters. Maybe I'm crazy, but I used to use Massive a lot. Massive had a lot of filters, but I don't think I had so many. I haven't even checked all of these things, but I like the bandpass filter and move it over. So I'll make a sound with this. There's a sub oscillator. You usually find 2 oscillators on a synth, and if there's a sub oscillator, that's like to have some low sub sound on you. So it's just a sine wave. You can also change it to other waves, square waves or saw waves. And I think this is second sub sine wave, but I'm not sure. Don't know. Anyway, it's a sine wave. I like to lay it under, like if you have it off. It adds a bit of like a bit of warmth, like the track, because if you listen to Noraj Cue's music, it has such a warm depth. You can really hear the full layers, and the type of music he makes, like the melodic, worldly, progressive, whatever kind of inspired music. It's so broad, and it always has a lot of layers, and I think a sub layer is really important. There's also a noise layer, and the same with the filters. There's a ridiculous amount of noise, so you can really create kicks. You have like attack kicks and you have all kinds of noise in there, which is great. So that's here you can hear it already working here. So that's the noise. And besides all the basic shapes that you have, you know, if you choose basic shapes in the Serum, and you have here a button called wavetable position, which is common for wavetable synthesizers. It's like not having one wave that is playing. You can actually have multiple waves and scroll through them with a wavetable. See, it goes through all the waves. If you play a note, it like browses through all the waves, which is great. So this is an insane machine. I really like the analog ones. And you know, they sound amazing. Let's just pick one. Let's turn this off. And you can also scroll through them like this. I think my mouse doesn't like my sweaty hands. People, it's too hot. I hope you have been to the beach. It's ridiculous how hot it is. My computer also doesn't like it. Luckily, I have airco here in the studio, and I've been sleeping here for 2 days because it's just too hot. I sleep on the attic, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna sleep in the studio, which is great. So here's the sounds. You can just scroll through them until you hear something cool. And there's so many cool ones, and I really prefer. Recently, I've been making, because I'm working on this preset pack for Serum, coming soon. I hope. Maybe a week. I made a few bass lines. I have to make a few pads. I made a few effect sounds. So there's a lot coming, and I like these PWM, you know, kind of stuff. And PWM Genie is cool. Maybe I can combine these two. It's nice. Let's remove the filter. It's really kind of sawy. And if you take another one, let's say this Genie is really nice. It's a nice combination, these two. And here you have the unison, which for me, it's a bit too EDM-y. So I like to keep it just at 1 or maybe 2. Because it sounds really EDM-y. But the trick is to have the filter. And you can use a bandpass filter and have it move. Maybe we can use a multi, which is more bandpass. So it's like 2. If you move it, probably there's a second one. This one doesn't have it. Maybe there's here. This one. Normally it has to, might have to, but multi, it's really nice to have this bandpass move. So if you it's a bit like massive. You have here the LFOs, and LFOs, you have to follow a course to learn what LFOs are. It's too long to explain now, but basically an LFO can move a parameter. So if I drop this LFO onto this cutoff, you'll see that there's this line. I can say, okay, this should be fully going. If I now play a note, this LFO is moving. It's just like going up and down, like wee, 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 wee. And I can control the speed, which is super cool. Actually, I marked all these, so all the oscillators go through the filter. You can also have one going through the filter and one not going through the filter and make all these variations. But it's super cool. The drive is insane on this device, and now it's a bit of dry sound. So if we go to effects here and we add like a chorus and a reverb, add some size, make it a bit bigger, more. There you go. If we play a chord, ooh, that's cool. So then we already have quite a cool sound. Oh, by the way, let me know if something's too loud or my voice is softer than the music or whatnot. Let me know, so I am up to speed with how everything is sounding. Sounds nice. So I don't want it to move too fast, or you can have maybe like this. So let's make a beat in this 808. I took an 808 so we can make a quick beat. Doom, duck, doom, doom, duck. Yeah, just like simple, nothing crazy. Lessons in Live. Oh, no worries, Charity. Lessons in Live is Lessons in Live with a V from Victor. So it's lessonsinlive.com. And don't worry to interrupt. It's nice. I'm happy you're here and that you chose to watch this over being outside in the heat. I don't know where you are, but in Holland it's been hot since already for a week or longer. And I bet a lot of people are like quite done with it. All right, so we have a beat here. We create this this. Let's duplicate this loop, and we create this beat. So let's make a hi-hat, like 1/8 beat division. Hi-hat close like this. There we go. Now we have a beat here. Yeah. Okay, let's add like a rim shot. Maybe move it a bit for the swing. If you move something to the side, you get swing. Watch my earlier sessions on swing. I think the one with Joko was the one on swing. Thank you, Ableton light bulb. That's cool. That's a great one. So here. Yeah. Nice. And we also can make like an open hi-hat. That's great. And do we need some more? Maybe another snare here. Tuck it. Make it like swingy. Here we can make an extra snare. Okay. Nice. Now we have something to play, you know, otherwise it just doesn't work. So now if I move the LFO, okay. It's really cool. So I don't want it to go all the way up. So what I can do, I can click here to have the LFO go not all the way up and just make it like this. Make it a bit more down. Now it will move. It's a bit more subtle, you know? I like this better. It's cool. It's a bit loud compared to the beat. So it's nice. I like it. And then to create even more movement, movement creates interest. You know, if something is constantly the same, it's going to be a bit boring. So a nice thing to do would be taking another LFO and flipping that to the wavetable position. And so basically the LFO is going to move this guy and it's going to change. But it's really fast. So and for this one, I don't want it to sync to the BPM. So it's more free roaming. And then the LFO becomes hertz and it just goes in a certain speed, but not like on the beat. So that's maybe a bit more random. So now it's changing the sound a bit. And we can also do this with this wavetable position. So with maybe the same LFO or maybe a different one. So they move different. And then we take also the BPM off. And now it's even more morphing, so you get a way more interesting sound. Maybe we add a bit more reverb to make it a bit more distancy. It's cool. We can change the rate of the chorus. We can add maybe some hyper dimension, makes it super space. I really like this hyper dimension stuff. I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't explain what it does, but it's really good. And it adds some unison apparently. Unison is always adding more voices, so it will sound a bit more wider and cooler. So this is great. This will end up in my sample pack for sure. So now play the beat. Hey, what's up with my second LFO? Is it super slow? There you go. Everything's also nicely moving. It's super trippy. This is cool, you know? You can really, and now we can detune them a bit as well. The two oscillators. Just a little bit, not too much. We'll always create a bit more wideness as well. This is nice. So, let me take the, let's see, release. Sustain is super high. Decay can be a bit like this. Let's make it more pads. It's nice. Cool. So this is one sound in Serum, and if you want to save it, you can go here. And you can go save the pad. So let's call this space pad. Oh, hitting my microphone there. My mouse doesn't like it. There's hairs here from the cats. All right, boom. So we've got this done. So this is a nice sound in Serum. I'm gonna make a whole pack of sounds, and there's gonna be bass lines and stuff. Maybe I can play you some that I made. I'm working on it. Here's like a house bass. Cool, right? So all these strange. Oh, this is the space lead I made. That's really cool. Goblins Invasions was cool. It's like also an LFO on here, but the LFO is on random or so. I don't know. What did I do here? Oh yeah, I had an LFO, the other LFO. You can also have LFO, so you get this crazy whoop, 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 which is great. So this is the Goblins Invasions. That was my trip. So cool. You're welcome, Ramo. Thank you for tuning in. Glad you find it interesting. Maybe you like this too, because now we have this beat, and maybe let's go back to this pad. Let's what's it called? Space pad. Nice. So we can play. Ooh, low. It's also nice. You always, if you have a preset, always try to play it low and high, because sometimes you take a preset, you're like, yeah, I don't like the sound, but you play it like 2 or 3 octaves lower, and you go like, holy moly. So that's nice to do. I really like it. It's also very dubby. I could make a dub techno track with this. Okay, so let's. Now we have it. Cool. We have 2 chords, like an F minor and G minor. Just very easy stuff. Okay, echo. So echo is insane, and the reason I do this because I know that Jaron made a track called SOS with only or not with only echo. That would be crazy. If it is possible if you sample echo and use the sampled sound in the sampler, you could make a whole track with just echo. But he used the echo as a noise generator. If you put it 100% wet, and there's this thing. That you can actually add noise. You can turn it on, and the more you open a mount, the more it will start generating noise. You can morph it. It becomes scary. You know, sometimes you get a bit scared of the sounds you're making, and that's okay. It's like a machine, you know. And then there's reverb. You can add like crazy reverb. You can make it ping-ponging, so it goes left and right. You can make it wobble. Wee, you know, and morph that as well. No, it's crazy stuff. So having this in the background of your track, like really, I like to make it a bit more subtle. But if you play with it, it's already crazy. So then, if you start using the feedback, and then take the sync off, take time, you're actually creating. You can create so much stuff with this. And I think he did this for the first part of his the track SOS. I'll play it before we're gonna call him. And yeah, you can modulate the delay of the filter. You can modulate the filter of the delay, which is hidden here, and then you can make it delay a bit, use less low end and that sort of stuff. And it's actually really interesting. And you can actually, if you now play it back again with these new settings. Yeah, it's just really cool to have this this unit. If you don't have it, or if you don't use Ableton, I don't know why you would watch this. No, you can watch it even if you don't use Ableton. But you can also use the H delay from I think it's H delay from Waves. I used to use it a lot, but ever since Echo came with Suite, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use Echo. I'm not a DJ producer and have a BLM March later. But thanks, guys. Now I know lessonsinlive.com. Yes, thank you for tuning in. Oh, you have to go. Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, Nice. Thank you for tuning in, man. It's great to have you on the show and you actually engaging. So that's nice. Also, follow the Lessons in Live group on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, I believe you said you're not on Facebook, but if you're on Facebook, follow the Lessons in Live group. And for people tuning in right now, I have my course, a free 1.5 hour Ableton introduction course to learn how to create a basic musical ID on the 31st of August. You can register through the lessonsinlive.com/events website, and it's a free for everybody course to watch. You can ask questions. Maybe, I don't know how many people will subscribe. I already have one. I put it online today. I already got one person. So I'm going to promote it the coming days. So make sure to reserve your place. But it's cool. I'm going to do just a freebie for everybody to get to know me. And if you want to follow a full course with me, that's nice. But it's nice to first get to know me. And I also do always intakes with everybody to see if everybody really needs a course. So with all that said and done, all this shameless promotion, it's time to go to my friend who makes these nice things. It's beautiful music. This one is called SOS, also made with Echo. Check it out. Here we go. Oh, I forgot. This guy, echt, I really love this music. So in this track, he used the echo with the noise and that sort of stuff. Imke also wants to join. You're free to join, Imke. Check out the website www.lessonsinlive.com/events, and on the 31st of August there will be a free introduction class. 1.5 hours. 1 hour I'm gonna teach, show you the interface, show you how to make beats and create a basic musical idea, and then the other half hour there's room for questions for everybody. Hopefully, depends. Maybe we end up doing 2 hours. I don't care about a half hour, more or less, you know. So last time I had Noraj Cue on the show. We did a chat through Skype. But, you know, at some point Skype lost the game to Zoom already a while ago. So he was waiting for me on Skype. So I just sent him the new link for Zoom. So let's see if he's online. Let's see how I'm going to do this. Okay. Yes. He's there. But I don't see him yet. Jeroen, I can't see you yet. Okay, so let's go. Jeroen, if you're watching, you're gonna be straight online, so don't pull any weird faces. There he is. Okay. Let's make this big. Zip. Exciting. It's always exciting to do this call. Who's online, by the way? Are there any Lessons in Live peeps from the group? Like, I haven't seen a lot of regulars. It's like a lot of different ones. Tepsky was the one. Hey, there he is.
Hello.
Hey. How nice.
Same thing going on here at the start.
Oh yeah. That's always the case.
You always think you're ready, you know, and then.
Yeah, I always now have. I put gallery view, but now in the screen it's like you are Noraj Cue or I'm Noraj Cue. So.
Oh, you are Noraj Cue.
I am now.
Camiel Daamen.
Yeah, you'll be Camiel Daamen now. You sound a bit soft. Is there a way to improve your mic? Oh, you can go in preferences of.
Is this better?
Oh, this is way better. This is good. Yeah.
Great. Let's keep it this, and also the lighting is better, right?
The lighting is better. Last time it was a dark show at Noraj Cue.
Dark show.
It was very dark.
Yeah.
Hey,
A little less intimate.
Did you follow the? Now you're Noraj Cue. I forgot to do full screen. Now you're Noraj Cue again. Don't worry. I'm back and being Camiel. Hi.
Better.
Oh man, yeah, it's so nice to have you back, dude. I really enjoyed One Reason. It makes me cry a bit.
Oh,
One Reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, actually, it was the first track I made again after I plugged in Reason 11 again as a VST. You know, the thing that I was talking about last time.
Yeah.
So I was very excited about, and it was actually the first track that I was playing around with all these built-in synthesizers from the old days, you know, and then I totally dived into that vibe again from years. Yeah, it was really great.
As you do.
Great to hear you like it, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a very like tear-jerking kind of track. It's like it's so beautiful that it's like and it's warm, man. The layers. It's such a warm track. I almost want to play it again. Should we just play it again? Fuck it, we play it again. Okay, here he is. One Reason.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's nice.
Oh yeah, ja, echt, wow, what a boss. Yeah, and it's cool. Yeah, you know, it's beautiful music. So it's all, this one was all made in Reason, and you've then spiced it up lately.
Yeah, and yeah, like for instance, the synth piano that you were hearing was like an old sound that I used to play with a lot years back, and then I found it again and really thought instantly, oh yes, this was the sound that I really loved. so,
Yeah.
so I decided to use it again, and then over it, I used this how's it called again, the final VST from Waves, which got a little bit of warmth, of course, but
It's
also
the final, final, this chorus kind of.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was called again.
Is
But
it the vinyl? Yeah, it's you see also like these.
you got this G37, but also the other one, but I forgot the name. But you got like two, I think.
Yeah.
But you also got that flutter effect, of course, and the vibrato. It's some sort of, so it's with a very low rate, and then I put a reverb on it, so it will pick up also the vibrato of the synth piano instead of using a synth, so that creates the
So if you put the
melancholic
the reverb on the channel itself with the vibrato, then the vibrato also goes into the reverb, of course, because if you put it on the synth, it doesn't gets vibrated. Vibrato.
It doesn't pick up. Yeah.
Hey, Michael.
Well, actually the other way around, of course. Then first the reverb and then the vibrato.
First the reverb. So exactly. Yeah. If you do it the other way around, then you don't hear the vibrato that much anymore. Michael Kinzel is online. Hola.
Hello, Michael.
Michael also chose to watch inside, or maybe he's in his garden outside. It must be hot in Germany as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's great to have you back. You did the first one, and I actually looked, but I don't have the recording anymore. It was such a nice record, or somewhere maybe I put it because I also got a new
somewhere on the net, right? On YouTube, I think.
No, that one was not. I wasn't doing the things on YouTube yet, so it's like it was the how do you call it? The generale repetitie, the general rehearsal, I think. So
maybe I was saying some filthy stuff and it got banned. I don't know.
Yeah, could be YouTube rebel. You didn't say filthy stuff. Well, you were talking about filthy reverbs and filthy filters.
Sometimes it's not.
Yeah. So what's up, man? I saw that there's some news also of an agency, right?
Yeah. Yesterday they went official and did the launch of the other eye. And actually August 28th they have a launch party in Radion. So yeah, that's really excited because last year I already enjoyed these people that took me in, and brought me to all kinds of lovely places.
And who are these people?
It's a Jasper and Duska, Tim Zwerver, the guys from Alter Ego. And, so yeah, that's really great to be surrounded by those guys. They're very passionate and work very hard,
And they do amazing events, of course, if there's no corona,
Really great, and there are a few coming up already. So they're really working hard on this. So that's really cool.
Nice. I'm happy, man. You deserve a big stage. So I'm happy they also think. And there's also a release coming, right? The Other Eye. That's actually the next one that I have. So I'm really like getting smooth with my. But
nice, man. It's going to be five original tracks and a couple of remixes. By Genie, Jasper himself, and Abutani. This is really great. So that's really excited, and Tripping Jaguar, and more people.
Francesco,
so it's gonna be really
I need to call
an exciting project.
I need to call Francesco as well for another session. This session was super cool.
It's always good to have him on.
Yeah. He was the first one that actually streamed his project over.
Nice.
He found a way.
I was so impressed last time about his way of work, man. It was so sorted, and it was really.
He's always been very structured and so. Are you structured actually? Do you have like a structured sound library? Are you?
Structured. Maybe my library is structured. But not like all the colors and in groups. Well, maybe. It's more like a process that I'm going into structuring while I'll reach the end finalizing
then
the
you start
project.
like,
You know?
okay, now I have to name the tracks. Now I have to
Yeah,
like,
because then it's more like when I creating music, it's like just layering, you know,
yeah, boom, boom,
whatever
boom,
I come
recording.
across, and then at the end when I go into the mixing parts, then you go sort from low frequencies to high, from
Yeah.
bottom to end. You know.
So you
Then,
actually you work from bottom to top, or
mostly.
yeah, because if the bottom is not, they always say like it's the foundation of a house. If that's not sorted, your whole house will be, falling
Yeah,
apart.
definitely.
Hey,
Yeah.
Haider Upal says hello, Nora, my genius
Hey,
friend.
hi there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool that
Cool.
he's calling you genius, man. That's great. I wish people
Great,
called me
great
genius.
to have you here, man. Yeah, Heider is a good friend of mine, an
Nice.
internet friend. I didn't met him in real yet, but yeah, we go along for a couple of years.
Oh, cool. That's it. But that's these days. I've even read a story. I can't remember who the artists were, but they actually never met, and they remixed each other, and they made a bunch of EPs together, and they never met. They never met like in real life. And then at some point, it was the moment, and
yeah, and it actually
I hope it was a good moment. Otherwise,
yeah,
you're like,
and,
oh shit, actually, we don't vibe with this guy.
yeah, with him in person.
Nah, that's
yeah.
impossible.
Possible, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we gonna check out one of your projects as well? Because we didn't discuss that, of course.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I can open up a project, of course, which I worked on today. It's actually a remix for Britta Arnold. That's called Bounty. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to call her today because I need her next week here. So,
nice.
let's see. I want to see what she's been up to because
Super
she has a
cool.
new
Yeah,
release out and stuff. It's a Happy Camper month.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So let me play The Other Eye, and
cool.
because that's your new agency, right? Is it also called The Other Eye, the agency?
No, it's the other, the other.
All right. Let's play the track The Other Eye, and we'll be right back.
Yes, cool. Ah, dat was hij alweer.
Yeah, wow. This one is so happy. It's like la 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 la, it's dancing here in the studio.
Really summerish.
So
yeah.
The Other Self is the new agency called.
Yes.
Great. Yes. So and they have a launch party on the 28th of August.
Yes, indeed.
Nice.
In Radion.
Radion
you can
Amsterdam.
Get, tickets for it, but of course limited because of the whole situation we're in. But it's gonna be really on like last time. So
yeah, cool. It's a cool bunch of people that know how to throw parties and know how to set create a platform. So you're in good hands, man. This track was so good, and Razia says so good. Everybody says so good, so that's great. Yeah, I love this track. I remember last year, I think I went to Monastery, or it was on my birthday, or just after my birthday. You made this track somewhere, and you sent it to me, and I really like the vocal. It's so wide, and it goes left and right, and also you have multiple layers of yourself singing that you can just be yourself. Yeah. Right. And how did you do this?
I just multi-layered it, and a little bit on the left, and on the right side, and not like you want to have it a little bit wide, of course, but you don't want to screw up the
image,
the mono stuff, of course.
Yeah, no phasing.
Yeah, so it will sound weird. So then you go layering, just one voice on the left, one on the right, one in the middle, and then a little bit reverb to glue it all in together, and that's how it started. Yeah.
And do you then use octaves, or do you use like fifths or fourths? How many semitones do you like pitch the left different from the one on the right?
I think it's just an octave lower and normal. I think it's not like multiple keys that I sung in. I believe. I think it's one one key, one scale. But then an octave lower and higher.
Yeah, how cool. Yeah, that just works. It's the ancient trick. One left, one right, one in the middle, one higher, one lower, and then add some reverb. Maybe add some chorus as well to have it more like surge it over the whole phasing stuff. And Heider says he just follows organic cue. He does. He just has, therefore he's called Noraj Cue, where he follows organic cues. Yeah, it's nice. It's actually horrible to work with you in the studio that you say, I think it's a few semitones. It's like, this one is better. And you go like, yes, it works better. And I have to like try out like all the things, and then you go, all right, this one is it. But then you already moved on to the other sounds. I have to really like check and see it. I really enjoy that. Of you.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm more like a practical guy, instead of like I'll dive into technical things. And it started from a young age, and that I always learned to play. To copy the play from what I've heard.
Yeah, play by ear. This is like I have a new student, and I had my first private session with him, and this guy has been, his whole family is like conservatorium teachers and musicians, so he's been raised with like an ear. So I was actually showing him how to do something. He said, by the way, this track is in C minor. I was like, oh, thanks. I was like, all right. I have to really figure it out, use my mixed in key studio, and he just goes like, it's C minor. He just hears it, nice. It's really cool. So you have the same. It's nice. You just have to there's it. That's it. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So
and then if I don't hear it directly, then I go back to my piano and just find a key, in a few seconds, and then
I can hear it, but I'm often also like a fifth above or below. Then I think, it's in G, but then it's in C. I always have that. So I always take the wrong one, sort of, and then I'm playing like but then still something's not right.
Right.
When I hit the one note,
like the next one or the third one in scale or something.
And then I have to check it out and like, oh no, it's C. All right. So I often take the wrong, but
Yeah, cool.
But
it's mostly
I can live with it.
it's like the leading bass key, that you want to have, and that's what the track is written in. So if you search that bass key, then that's one.
Yeah, the bass is also met a guy in Malta, Stevie, who taught me how to play piano. He told me also, like, always listen to the low end. If you listen to the low end, you can hear, where it's going, basically.
Yeah,
if you
listen to the bass.
Yeah. Okay, so do we have you can share your screen and share a nice project with us and just run through it. And people at home, there's still 13 of you who didn't want to be in the heat outside. You can ask questions, and if you want him to show you a particular thing, that's how we do it here in Daaven Live. Just ask him something, and or ask something, and I will forward it to the man with the perfect ear.
Well,
fun fact, Nora has.
Okay, I have to. How does it work again? Gallery view.
Does Heider also make music?
Yes, he does, and good as well. So you really should check him out, Heider Upal. Cool. So he's everywhere. Heider Upal with double P.
Yeah. He's in. I've added this comment to the screen. So nice,
Yeah.
cool. You should do something together.
Yeah, you should invite him to the show. Probably it would be a great talk with him as well. He got a lot of knowledge, and
Nice. We should get in touch. I usually invite people I've met. So I really need to have a chat first. That's how I also work with my students. That's how I like it. Then it becomes more personal. And it needs to be a good vibe between people before you start working together.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But
okay, help me out a bit because I'm lost.
Okay, there's this green button. You might have perfect pitch here, but I'll show you where to press the buttons. So in Zoom you have a green button called Share Screen. If you click it, you get a pop-up, and the pop-up shows you what you want to share, a desktop, and then in the bottom left corner you have Share Computer Sound. Don't forget the Share Computer Sound mark. Did you press it?
Oh shit!
Yeah, you were already doing it when I was still explaining, Jeroen. That's not fair.
Yeah, well, that's me. I'm always doing it already without listening.
That's great because then you get beautiful music. So
okay, stop sharing. Let's do it again. Okay.
Yeah. So
sorry, people.
Yeah, no worries. We can also play. We can also play Hek van de Dam.
That's a good one. Yeah, and then I try this out.
Okay, so the next one is on a compilation on vinyl. It will be, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're not mistaken.
And it's called Het Hek van de Dam, which is the Dutch saying for now it's gonna go crazy. It has started, so to speak. It means the fence is off the dam, but I don't know. It doesn't have a literally translation. Enjoy.
I always forget you're doing that at the end.
Yeah, that's great, right? I had to. I lost you actually. You shared your screen, right?
Yeah, I did.
I don't see it. Let's see.
You don't see it.
Let's see.
Okay, let me do it again.
Yeah,
maybe I did it wrong.
We were kicked off of Facebook. I don't know why, but we were kicked off. So I think we're now live everywhere again. Let me check.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, it's not fair. Also, YouTube's not working. Anyway, let's just focus on what's happening here.
Yeah, cool.
Zoom. There you go. Sorry about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the project.
Project. Yeah. So it's pretty simple, because I just started like 1 hour and a half or something with the stems of the original.
Mm-hmm.
So what I then do when I'm working on remix is, of course, searching for parts that I can use, and and I started with this loop, I think. Sorry, and I. So yeah, this is all. Wait.
Oh wow!
I'm trying to make really like hypnotic vibe.
So this is work in process also.
Sorry.
This is also work in process.
Wait. I don't hear you. Oh, let me turn this off. So yeah, what I did is looping this with an high pass on the key for a couple of bars, and you can hear the hi-hat.
Your mic is a bit soft compared to your music. Maybe you want to lower your master a bit.
Lower my master a bit. All right.
Yeah. Lower your master a bit so your voice is a bit
All right, cool. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Is this is better?
Yeah, that's way better.
Should I turn it up or is it good?
This is good. This is good.
It's good. All right, cool. So yeah, well, I was getting into the vibe of this repetitive bass line thing, you know.
Yeah.
Then I did some other elements that I found. Then a track. Bass line. Bass element. Then it gives to the left, and it will refer to the right to get the stereo split. Now, anyway, I have here the hi-hat.
Yeah, I can't really hear you. Maybe you have a headphone. Maybe you have a headphone that you can put on a headphone and you can put the mic up because I can't really hear you speak.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, the sound on my headphone. Yeah.
Yeah. And then just the sound not on the. And then you can.
This is better, huh?
Yeah, this is way better.
All right, cool.
Love the energy in the track though. Really nice.
Yeah, I wanted to build and build and build, you know, and then, but it's probably not actually how it's going to sound at the end, but and then I was playing around with some keys like this.
There's the angry guy. Dirty. Progressive sounding, this bass line.
Yeah, indeed.
How did you make this bass line?
Sorry?
How did you make the bass line? Did you program this bass in? Or
yeah, well, actually, I made this one in Reason again. So,
cool.
And you have this very nice arpeggiator, you know, and this bass synthesizer, which really sounds solid. So yeah, I just go play with a couple of notes.
Yeah,
and then,
nice. So it comes from an ARP, basically. Nice.
Comes from an ARP.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but it's actually really to play in the start, you know, because I really need to get in the vibe, and this is the way how I do it.
Yeah.
But the things that I'm mostly start doing already, you know, in the start phase is making a little bit movement in stuff. So like this hi-hat. Group that I got here. Let me show you.
Yeah, movement is important.
Yeah, so I put a meta flanger on it.
From Waves.
Yeah, from Waves.
Meta.
You really can play with it, you know, with a delay, with feedback, and I always put it a low rate on it and stereo wide.
Yeah, it's a cool flanger. Yeah, it's super wide. You can
Yeah,
drag
it's-
those boxes to each other, right? To make them more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've used
Yeah,
it
yeah.
in the past. I haven't used this wave stuff for ages because I'm now super Ableton guy, of course. So I
Yeah.
use the flanger of Ableton.
Yeah, well, I really not much using outside of, well, okay, maybe you do, but yeah, for the flanger, I always pick this one.
Yeah.
That's,
It's good. It's a great one. I forgot about it, man. That's so much with all these plugins. There's so many cool ones that you forget. And also, like you also use the sound toys, right? The Batman and Echo Boy. It's great,
yeah.
you know. And I've used them in the past when I was younger, and I when they just were made. But I had cracks, you know. And at some point, that was fucking annoying. It starts like, and you know what? And I had an old project, and I didn't have the new one, so I try to stick to the stock. Yeah, well, Hyder is already becoming my friend. He says stock rules.
Yeah, stock is cool. Yeah, and
you know,
also
it's also that I just had a new computer installed stuff, and then I was like, oh wait, I need to install Silent and Serum, of course, because these are the ones that I've used a lot recently. And my native instruments, because I have some tracks made with Massive, or you know, so you really. But my older tracks from like 6-7 years ago, I really have to install all the Brainworks, all the sound toys, but I just didn't use the real ones back then, you know. It's that
yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Well,
I've also the same with old projects, but then I just render the stems, you know, and drag it into a new project.
I should do that as well. Sorry for the sound, guys. It's my
no problem.
It's my water bottle.
Water, yeah, that's very important during these times. So
yeah, man. So where's the project you've left?
All right. Let's go back to the project.
If anybody has, there's 15 people watching. I'm not sure if we're on all the how do you call it, platforms, because I think we were blocked by a few.
Really?
Kicked off. Okay. Yeah, suddenly I was kicked off of a few. So I'm not sure. We're only on the Lessons in Live pages and on Noraj Cue page. It's good, and it's hot anyway, and people can watch it back. So. No but if anybody has a question, you know, feel free to ask us.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I had a couple of questions as well received on Instagram.
Oh yeah, what did they want to do? I really loved the video you made. Hello,
yeah,
people of the internet.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Hey, Cenk Yunus is online. Cenk will be in my show as well.
Ah, cool.
So that's really nice.
Yeah.
He says
all
16. Right. 17 now. That's nice. It's going
17.
up.
Cool. Yeah. All right, let me see. Let me start up on Insta.
Yeah, so they sent you back questions like, hey, can you share?
Yeah, I put up this knob, you know, and some people.
I see a really good question from Hyder. He's like, show us your sense, Nora. Yeah, I can imagine.
Because you can see it a little bit.
Yeah, I think we went through the sense last time, but we didn't record it, so maybe it's good to go to the sense anyway.
All right. Yeah, cool. Of course. Yeah, I got these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Always standard here. So the first one is a short reverb, and the second one is a long reverb.
Let me move you out of the way. I put you in the front of this thing, so I'm just gonna put you up.
And it's all stock reverb from Ableton. So that's one.
So Hyder will be proud. Cenk will be proud as well.
Yeah, super cool.
We are
and it actually is super nice. So
it works. And
sorry.
It works. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Stereo enhancer for the higher frequencies. I'm not really using this a lot anymore. Yeah, sometimes just to add a little bit more crisp and high.
It's a delay. It's a delay.
It's like
filter out all the low end, make a Haas effect.
Haas effect.
Yeah, with the delay under let's say like 60 milliseconds, 50 milliseconds.
Yeah.
Great.
Which is not really recommended anymore, of course. So I use more the other stereo wideness madness method that I showed that
you've shown on the Sendmestems. You make these videos now, right? With that's really cool. The little tips.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I try to make some little practical mix tips under the 1 minute.
Yeah, so that's with the reverb, right? The reverb on each side. The room reverb, or on one side, or you do it on each side?
Yeah, indeed. I just turn up. Wait, let me show you here. And then.
Yeah.
If you have this this bass loop for it, well, maybe it's not best. Let's pick hi-hat like this one. A little bit again. Okay, so yeah, just you just put a little bit on the left or on the right, and then you fill the gap that is like created on the right and left side. Fill it up with some short reverb.
Yeah.
So at this time I have here a left and a right reverb, short one on the send channel, and then I just fill it in till the point that you hear it, you know.
Yeah, to put a little bit of reverb on it. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit, so it will be a little bit more in balance. And maybe this is a little bit too much, so
cool.
you can tweak it here to make it a little bit less wet, you know. So yeah, that's how I usually. Well, that's one method to do it, of course.
Yeah.
But it's obviously better than the Haas effect.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a different kind of way to do it. And what's your opinion on using Waves Doubler 4 for width?
Waves Doubler 4. I don't use it actually.
That's something. It's really cool. I really like Doubler. Because you can set all these voices left and right. It's like it's also like a sort of a game, you know. But it's a really cool way. Yeah.
But it works also with delays, right? Or like milliseconds.
It's delays. Delay? Yeah, you have a few. It's like a multi-delay thing. I think every little ball that you can move left or right, you can also set how much delay it has. But if you move it, you can move it. I think left and right also to the back. Not sure.
Cool.
So I haven't used it for many years yet. Doubler 2 and Doubler 4. I remember.
Yeah. I think I played around with it for some time. Indeed.
Yeah. Jenk loves Doubler. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Everybody loves Doubler. Doubler is great. It's a cool. I've used it a lot in the past. I know that Duncan always used this like left and right. The C1, is it the C1? Sort of like a panner, and you can tilt it. You know, it's like really cool.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But it's similar to the utility from Ableton, you know. Just to how do you say it? The wider function on the utility, but you will create some phasing problems, of course, when you go too much.
Yeah, if you go too low, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it's a good way to use this combined with other methods, you know, with a little bit to the left and then added reverb on the right side, and then use the utility afterwards, and just for a tiny bit use the wider, like 110, 115% max to extend it a little bit more, you know.
Yeah, but, never too much. Yeah. The imager from Waves is dope. That's what.
Yeah, the imager. Yeah, you used the imager from Ozone a lot.
Yeah, Jenk also said, "Move your balls." You use the imager from Waves a lot, yeah.
No, from Ozone. Yeah, I used to.
Yeah, me too. I love actually. That's my go-to the past 2 years because you can.
And I think. Yeah, and I think it's still free for as a download.
Yeah, that's free one, but that one is not multiband, and I really like the multiband one in the full version. You know.
All right. Yeah, cool. Yeah. But then again, you have to be careful with it, of course.
Yeah. Hey, and Heide says, I feel the stock utility tool for width isn't too accurate. What is your opinion? I'll have you answer this.
I think I already. You really have to. You shouldn't be using this alone, you know, to create width, but as a combination or an extension from a method that doesn't create the phasing problem, then you can use it to extend it a little bit more, like what I said, you know, like max 110, 115%. Yeah, it's okay. So and if you really want to know sure, then you can use in phase, of course, to check it or sound how it sounds in mono.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't like to use the utility for width at all. I've tried it in the past, but I used Brainworks as well in the past. But I now just use the Ozone and multiband widen the whole bunch. And Heide uses Flux Audio Stereo Tool. Very, very cool. Right. Nice. Cool. That's interesting. I know the Flux stuff is really cool. Actually, I've heard. I've seen it in the past. Tried, I think, something, but. I just stick to stock. Stick to stock.
Nice. Yeah.
I want to see how many people
If
are
it works.
online, but if I check, I think I lose you for some reason. That's weird.
If you check what?
I'm gonna check. Oh, we're online everywhere again. Yes, we're back. We're back,
Great.
everybody. Yes.
Hello, hello.
Hello, we're back. Okay, so nice. Now I can, but now I lose your screen.
Could I just? Yeah.
Let me see.
I just
There we
let's
go. You're
open a
back.
different project because this one is a little bit boring, right?
Well, did we finish? Did we finish the sense already?
The sense, yeah, of course.
You know.
Yeah. Let me run them down. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I already have a next question from Hyder. Hyder is very active. Thank you, Hyder, for engaging so much.
He's always very active. So.
Yeah, and for the people just tuning in, we're having a chat with Jaron, Noraj Cue, and Noraj Cue makes a lot of music and has his own mixing company, Sendmestems, and he's taking us through some projects, and we have some music for him waiting. So, thank you for joining.
Yeah. All right, so on E I have like the wider low mid, but I'm barely using it. It was more like an experiment, you know, to create in a simple way a little bit more, and in a bad way, a little bit more, wideness or just play a little bit with it.
You have a lot of
with the knowledge of breaking the rules.
Okay, but it's nice to break the rules sometimes, you know. And
if it sounds good.
Because your tracks are super wide and sound super awesome, so there is obviously something that's going well. And I see these utilities going crazy there.
Yeah, utilities going crazy here. If you use this one at the end, you know, the bass mono, 120 hertz. And it can help. But yeah, of course, this is really experimental. It's not really. It's a bad example, actually.
Well,
so,
it's nice. It's more creative. This is not mixing yet, right? Or
no.
Yeah.
No, indeed. This is really being creative.
Yeah, because I also have in my one of my courses is like create a crazy effects chain, you know, and just in the advanced course, just throw as much stuff on there just to create weird stuff, you know. And weird stuff is okay if it's phases or whatnot. You can just figure that out later, or just make the bass mono or maybe really high, you know, and if it's phasing with something, try to figure it out. But it's also cool just to have a few cool effects stacked and just send stuff to it to see what happens, and maybe you can get a creative idea that way, you know. I think it's really cool to be experimental though.
Yeah, you shouldn't be focused too much on all these rules, you know, when you're in the creative process. So, of course, you shouldn't be making like a total wreckage from the start, of course. But it's good to focus more on the creative things and do actually all the weird stuff that you normally don't do.
Yeah.
Because then you create the most cool stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And what tools do you use for checking stereo correlation? I saw you use a tool for it last time when I was at your place. You were my first Corona visit, remember, with Duncan? And then we were checking this tool and
yeah, true. Yeah, I have this Corello meter from let me open it. This one. It's free as well.
Toyota Corello.
Ja, de Corello, ja. Hier voor de deur staat. You should put it in, yeah. So, this is free one. From what was the brand again? Let me see.
They have this Fuzz. Foxengo, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't get...
Yeah, so that's really... okay, let me play a little bit of the track so you can see how it works. So yeah. So and if I put here, for an example, can you still hear me by the way?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Everything is in great.
So if I put here an utility to show what it does, you know, if I put here the width, then you instantly see the Corello meter going into the red zone, you know.
Yeah. So if it goes down, it means it's out of phase, right?
It's out of phase, yeah. And when you're going to mono it, or will hear it in a club, or your phone, or on a mono systems, then it will totally disappear. So certain frequency ranges you'll see in there that are having problems will disappear on a club system, basically. Yeah, exactly. So if you if you like creating this, then you obviously have to fix it, and in the right method. But if it's like existing in a sample or something, then you of course have this in-phase tool from Waves, which is really great to fix it on the spot.
This is good stuff. This is good stuff,
Yeah,
ladies
so
and
let
gentlemen.
me show you how it works. So if I solo this one, you can capture the wave signal, and then it will show you if it's go into the red or in the green. So this is obviously great. Sounds good. So
Yeah.
let me turn on this. Well, I'm not sure. Let me turn the phase then. Yeah, you see what happens here.
Oh
So
no, it's canceling out.
it's totally gone bad. So if I put now an utility, switch it to mono, it's gone. So,
Wow.
and of course you can fix it with the in-phase to turn this wheel.
Yeah.
So it will
you can just move
turn back in the green again.
It's nice, super easy. I've never seen such an easy way
Yeah, this is really easy. So.
Visualize phase. So this is the in phase from Waves together with the Foxengo unit.
You don't. Well, actually, you have only the in phases.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
What do you say?
No, you don't need the Foxengo unit. You just need the in phase. If something is out, you can measure the phase, and because people use a lot of samples, and a lot of samples can be phasey, and then mess up your mix. You mean?
Yeah, true indeed. So and most of the time you hear it, but it's also good to monitor it, and then Foxengo is a great tool to monitor it. I mostly have it on my master on some channels or groups.
Interesting stuff. If you make really wide music and really a lot of elements, this is really seriously handy to have.
Yeah, because it is really possible. You only have to monitor it, that you still have this mono signal existing.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
so,
because if it's totally stereo and there's nothing in the mono, it will not be sounding in the club. You won't hear it. It will be gone when you listen to it in mono. It'll be like, hey, where's this sound? Or it might be super soft and being overclassed by other sounds, basically.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Okay. So the other 2 cents already explained. It's the short reverb stuff on the left and on the right side to fill in the gap that you create. While using balance.
Yeah, and then people can find that on your Instagram as well, right? With the movies. Is there a new movie this week? By the way, did I see something?
I think I did it like last Friday, very late.
oh yay! But it's good. It's nice. I really like these. The way you make these movies. They inspire me.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you? By the way, have this? Maybe you can show it. The first one about the whitener. I'm not sure if you have that.
No, I have it. I don't have it. I don't. Did you send that as well to me? You sent me a big folder.
Yeah, it should be in the mixtip folder from Instagram.
Maybe I can quickly do that. And when we listen to the next track, because you've sent me a lot of stuff. The next one is with Duncan. You made it with Anders, right?
Yeah, cool.
And
for Gardens of Babylon.
Cherish Your Ancestors, and on the Monastery compilation, I believe.
Yes, true.
Was that the compilation because they didn't have a festival this year? So
it's a large compilation, and it should have come out, of course, with the festival that they had in Golf.
Yeah, it was so sad. It was so nice last year. I was there. I celebrated my birthday there. I cried. I had such a great time. I cried. I laughed. I danced.
Yeah, I heard it was amazing.
It was super emotional.
Yeah. I was in Greece, I think, at the time.
You were on holiday. Yeah.
Holiday.
All right, so we're gonna listen to. I really like it because it's a different kind of sound. So I'm gonna put it on and try to find that thing. And also, there's a question from Hyder. So when we're back, we're gonna get to that as well. All right.
Super nice, man. Yeah.
super nice.
Hello. Yeah, I didn't hear it myself. It's really weird. You canceled the sound out, but it's okay. We're back.
We're back, and it sounded amazing, though. I really enjoyed this bit.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was really really cool and creative project with Duncan.
Yeah, you guys make amazing music together. I like the vibe you have together as well. And I always love it when you're here in the house, man. It's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you opened up a new project. Can you tell us something about this one?
Yeah, it's the track SOS. Basically there's so much going on in the world, and a lot of emotions are coming up with me, and then most of the time I like to just sit down and write about it in a song, and this one is based on that thing, and basically on the forces that I feel, and a lot of people that are trying to divide us, and you hear a lot of people going into this side of judging other people, and telling them what to do, and it feels bad because I really felt like we were going on the right route together for a couple of years. And now it seems that we're really going back into this weird kind of finger pointing,
Yeah, exactly, because I haven't felt this since I think maybe 9/11 kind of vibes,
Yeah,
I remember I was like 18 or something like this, and I haven't felt this kind of how do you call it, tension in the world since then, like so strong,
Yeah,
So-
yeah, indeed. So so this is what came out of it. You didn't show it already. So
No, I just showed the echo, so I'm really curious to see your echo.
Yeah,
I showed
cool.
my echo, now you show your echo.
All right, let's play it. Yeah, cool. So this is actually how I started as well, to create this weird sound, just to substitute the regular metronome. And
Where's
then I
the
went
echo?
play
Where's
it
the
with
echo?
the echo on it, as you can see on all the automation here.
Yeah, can you can you see the echo? Yeah, nice.
So you always have this little kind of anomaly. So you create actually this little haze effect.
Yeah, because then the delay left is different from the right one,
So when this metronome thing is going, then I just go play a little bit, and I found some keys that I find comforting. And I like to loop stuff, and then twist some knobs. So this is the point where I switch on this velocity thing to add some extra rawness. Watch the point where the second melody is coming in.
Nice.
By the way, you really have to yell a little bit before I can hear you, because it's cancelling out all the noise that's coming from you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think the end of So this is mostly the preset that I like to use as simple roads.
Yeah. Analog Lab's great. Yo, Lucien.
Here you
Lucien is online.
hear these automations switch back from the echo to create a little contrast and introduce the second melody.
Beautiful.
Where a third one takes over from this one with the Massive X.
I haven't used Massive X yet. Is it nice? Looks amazing.
bright pulsating sound of the SFX. And as you can see, I played with a pitch to get it in the C note. Obviously, a key that a lot of people find easy to play in.
Yeah, it's the first key you usually learn when playing an instrument. It's such a beautiful song.
And for this one, I used the Pigments.
Oh yeah, Pigments. I like Pigments.
And made these little strums.
Yeah. So the chords are not playing all at the same time, all the notes. Yeah.
While they were playing, to keep it more variable, I automated the pitch a few octaves.
Yeah.
Where the bass follows. Another Pigments. Let me check. I really love the Pigments. There are a lot of warm sounds in it.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff to twitch in an easy way.
Yeah, the macros are really cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's some ads are coming out. And always remember to automate your volume with an utility and not on the channel. It's always better to keep this free so you can easily adjust it.
Yeah. Man, I'm feeling super
Going
zen.
to mixing mode.
I'm super zenning here.
Here a little pad is coming up.
This pad's also from Massive.
It's not a Massive X.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Oh, I see. Are you talking?
I was asking if it was Massive.
Oh, I really don't hear anything, man. Let me wait.
Just turn down the volume, man.
Were you saying anything?
Yeah, it's. I was asking if it was Massive, and you said
Wait.
it is. And it's a beautiful track, man. I also can just listen to it and shut up. It's just perfect.
Oh, thanks, man.
Wow, what is
Yeah.
this chain? This is an insane chain.
Oh, you mean the master chain?
Oh wow, is it your master chain? Holy moly!
That is my
man.
master chain. Yeah, yeah.
This is what is it? Take us
Yeah, let
through
me show you what I. Oh. So yeah, I obviously switch it all on one by one, you know. So I start with the fab filter. Wait, let me check.
Oh, cool.
So everything is up. Everything is off.
Yeah.
Then I turn them on one by one.
I never dared to boost my my master, but I should just boost my master, should I?
Yeah, it's okay. Well, you know, if you miss some warmth on the low, well, why not boost it? Just keep everything out of the red, you know, when you start doing it. And it's like coming in like minus 10 dB already, you know, before it reached the master.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's okay to boost
a bit
anything.
lower,
Just
yeah.
not
Just-
much, as you
just
can
dB
see.
or so.
It is only like 1.5 dB. You know?
Yeah. Nice.
But it will add just a little bit more warmth on the place that you need.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one is what I'm using as the first in the chain. This one I barely use anymore. I used to use this one.
I love the white one master.
Yeah, it is great. Yeah. But if you see what is coming all after it, then
Yep. It's still what I did in the SAE classes during the mixdowns in the proper studio. I would make a chain of Ableton plugins. I would make a chain of Waves plugins, and I would make a chain of UAD plugins. And to be fair, the UAD plugins one, you know, it just sounds way more silky, way more warm, you know. And so these plugins are not made. Well, you know, of course you can use stock plugins, but yeah, I do think that my hi-hats become way more nicer when I just chuck some UAD stuff on the master. You know, I don't think it. I've A/B'd it into oblivion, and it is like this. You know, I might be.
Well, you can always use it as a combination. You know, and.
Yeah, but I rarely boost with Ableton EQs. I only boost usually on the groups and the masters, just with like high-end UAD stuff. If I really mix down a track, because it makes it more nicer, I guess. You know. Than
true. When I go into mixing this stuff, then I turn off the chain, or at least all the compressors and limiters. You know. And then, you have more. Room to tweak.
Yeah.
So the second one that I use, and sometimes I still use this. You know, it depends on what project you just have to switch them on and off, and that's the reason for it. That it's still in the chain, because sometimes I find it still useful to for the sound just good.
Yeah.
But this one I mostly use as a second. It's just a simple utility, and with the purpose that I showed earlier. You know, there's just the width to make it a little bit more wide, and the bass mono.
Yeah, that's very important there for low end phasing, just to make sure everything. And also, I always feel that if I turn it off and on, that it still more defines the low end a bit more. You know. Yeah, true. And of course, you can do it as well in like an EQ, and maybe it's even better. But it works. Hey, Max asked when he can buy this track. This is not released, right?
No. I just made it this week, like a couple of days ago. So,
sorry about that, Max. You need to wait.
But it is. I'm really in this vibe, you know. The last time, I'm not really. It really depends in what mood I am, but I seem to be in a kind of mood that is very melodic and warm and melancholic. And
it's the time of the humanity.
Probably to balance out all this shit in the world.
It's crazy information coming at us all the time. Yeah, you know that Hyder is really becoming my friend. He says he loves the tapes. Best pull text on the Mark II. I love the pull text one. UAD. I have
really should chat with him.
I should. I have the Ampex tape. I really love the Ampex tape.
He's such a nerd as well. It's really great to. You can learn a lot from him and each other.
Yes, it will be great. Okay, so the chain. So we have a phaser there.
Yeah, phaser. That's a little bit weird, of course, but I use it for this project only.
How cool! And what does it do?
Well, it just moves the phase, you know, just like a phaser does. It's really like making this movement. And normally it's really not wanted, of course, but it's not how do you say it? It's not meant for a big dance floor anyway. You know, it's more a listening track.
Yeah. So and it's after your utility, so the bass is not mono anymore. If you put a phaser after it, right?
Yeah, no, but it changes somewhere else in the chain. But it's not ideal, and also it's like.
But it's cool though.
More experimental.
Yeah, it's cool. I like these things that are not right. You know.
Yeah, you're doing stuff that shouldn't supposed to be there. You know, but sometimes if it sounds good at the moment, then just break the rules and do it.
Yeah, exactly. Wrong is right.
Yeah, and you have tools later, you know, to fix a monitor if it's really like causing any problem, and then you also know how to fix it, you know, because you create it somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. So as long as you're aware of what it could be, you know, if it causes any problems, you know what it is, you know. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Just as long as you're aware of what you're doing and creating. You know?
Cool.
So next one is the Ozone 9, and let me see. It's I use it the master assistant in this one, so it's like I'm letting him do the calculated work.
Him? You know, I was told it was a her.
Yeah, to make these little corrections below the 4 dB, you know, that he finds, and then you of course A and B it if it really sounds better.
Yeah, and if it doesn't, you say, "Hey man, you did a wrong job, Ozone."
Yeah, yeah. Mostly it starts like this, you know. He really cuts out the low a lot.
You're like, hey, relax.
And then you just go adjust it, and you just have a starting point, like a preset. But instead of a preset, it's measured. So It's a good starting point.
Nice. Interesting. Yeah, I really like this assistant stuff. I've seen you use it a lot, also with Duncan. You also have Nectar, right? Nectar does the same, or?
Yeah, Nectar. Yeah, indeed. But it's more. That's even more precise, you know.
Yeah, but also effects, like it adds a reverb and it adds a delay. Like, okay, you could use this vocal like this, so you also have like a starting point to play with, which is cool.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I must say it is always pretty good, you know. But you always have to adjust it just a little bit.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah, and then next up I have the supercharger. I really love this one since the start.
You told me about this. I actually got this because of you, because it's super nice, because of this whole sort of like saturation button, and it's really also a nice compressor, right? Yeah.
It's really nice. Yeah, I don't use it as a compressor actually. I only use it as a warmer. You know, I always have the same. Like I put this on half and the wetness on around 70%.
And there's a punch also, right?
This one I put on. Yeah, it's like I only use these 3 options.
Yeah.
Like fat, warm, bright.
Yeah.
But most of the time I used to use these 3 options, but now I only use fat because the brightness I will fix myself later, of course. But I was a little bit lazy like years ago.
5 years ago, I remember you were so lazy making music.
Yeah. Remember. And then next up I have these SDRR.
He says you are both superchargers.
Yeah, which is a lovely compressor, warmer. Which you have this compression option to make it tight, and just really makes it tighter.
What is this guy? Because I was distracted by Duncan. His what is this? What is this again? A compressor?
It's like a compressor and a warmer. I think I use it more as a warmer than a compressor because actually I don't really use compressors much now, and I don't really like compressors.
And what brand is it? What?
Klanghelm.
Klanghelm. I've never seen this unit before.
Yeah, I think I came across it on YouTube or something, and
great.
And then I tried it out, and it's really like you have these presets, you know, that you can
tube,
change.
It probably emanates all kinds of.
And then most of the time, of course, it's not perfect, you know, but you again have a good starting point, and then you can twist some knobs, and it's really easy because it's like a 2-band equalizer for the bass and treble, and then you have this compressor over here and the transients like a sort of
interesting. Lucien knows them apparently. Lucien is also you should also talk to Lucien. Klanghelm,
cool.
Guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Probably
knows, nice. I really love this thing.
I've never, maybe I'm too much out of the business of VSTs lately, but this is great. It's a good one. But you're right, you know, you shouldn't be. You should really make up your mind and make a decision of which plugins you really want to use, and if it's good, then you better invest time to know how it works inside out instead of using all these buying a bunch of few more, really master and try out it on different sources to see what it really does.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I also says it's awesome. Do you know the MJUC is a great mastering compressor also for extra grit and vibe? Also from Klanghelm. Nice. I love all these experts online.
Great. I'm going to look that up. It's great. This is recorded. I'm going to check it all out.
Exactly. And Lucien says also check out the Mad Russian. It sounds like a cocktail. He makes molot.
Mad Russian. All right, cool. Sounds great already.
Yeah, cool. Maybe Lucien, if you can share it in the Lessons in Live group, that would be great. I love a new post and new information. More information.
I love Mad Russians.
I love Mad Russians too. Have you ever played in Russia?
Sorry, what?
Have you ever played in Russia?
No, man. No. If there's someone watching, then.
Well, apparently they have a vaccine already, so might be a good place to go soon.
Yeah, it would be great. Yeah.
Let's see if it works.
All right. Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah. Next thing in the chain.
Yeah, the next one in the chain is just like this multi-band equalizer. I really love a lot. Really love it. I mean, and it's just a simple equalizer. Or I'm going to. I just push push the faders, and to find these certain frequencies that you normally do as well with a normal EQ, like a Pro Q3, and find these
cool.
these frequencies.
Yeah, this is like the older way to boosting the low ends again for warmth.
Yeah, but just again a little bit, here's +3, so it's like 1.5, but it's like mixing in an old-fashioned way.
It's just this. How do you call this? A graphical EQ? No. Oh, I should know. I always had this lesson at SAE. There's a parametric EQ. Lucien will know. He knows all these technical things.
Yeah, I'm not really good at all these technical.
I just move some faders, and if it sounds
great,
it sounds great.
But I love to work in this way, to like move every fader up and see what it does and how it sounds with or without,
organic flow.
Yeah, and then I have this rule tag equalizers. Yeah, it's like a replica, of course.
Oh yeah, from the Pultec. Yeah. And by which company is this made? Or this is a soft tube? No. Funny.
Sure.
I've never seen this version. I use the UAD ones mostly. Noise Ash.
Yeah, I got the UAD as well.
Yeah. You have my card, my old.
Card,
right? Yeah.
Great. Actually, I started to use it again, so it's really.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'm not always using this anymore. So.
Yeah, it's cool to still have it. The chain changes.
Yeah. Well, and then I have this SSL.
I used to use this a lot as well.
Yeah, it's really lovely. You also have the big one, of course, but I used this one too.
What do you like about this EQ? I'm really curious. Is it the top end?
Just the color of the sound, and the easiness to just move away a certain frequency or just add a little bit color to a certain. Mostly for the high end, I use it, and the mid or even. I used to use this low frequency band a lot because it's really nice to get a little bit more warmth. If you turn it up like 2 dB and keep it around 50, between 30 for 50.
Yeah. For some, the curves on these EQs are really nice, or very musical. So I'd never actually boost with like my Fab filter or my normal EQs. I would only boost with the Pultec for low end. I would use the SSL for the high end, or the Maag EQ for high end. It's nice to use these type of EQs.
Yeah, exactly. And that's also why I love to layer these tiny edits, adjustments, and so you will hear the sound getting richer and richer.
Hey, Lucien asks, do you think the SSL overloads easily, Jaron?
Overloads easy. What the CPU? You mean?
Yeah, no. The overloads the sound. I always had the same problem. It always went in red, super easy. This.
Right. You have to. Yeah, I see it also in the red.
It was always for me. It was always in the red. You even have to look at it, and it's already.
Yeah, I think the starting point is already like too much. Probably you have to start low already.
Yeah.
But true. Like we saw it here already. It was in the red, so I also have it. Yeah, you need to be careful with it. Yeah.
The Maag EQ is top for air. Hyder really. Hyder, I'm gonna call you. I really love the Maag EQ. It's such silky highs, It's really great. This is becoming the most nerdy dive in live about mixing. I love talking about plugins. I feel like Camille Pensado at the moment. with
cool, man.
With Into the Lair and then Dive in Live, it's almost the same.
It's so nice, man. All these inputs from all.
It's nice to hang
guys
out.
That are watching.
Yeah, so everybody, thanks for hanging out with us and talking about nerdy stuff. Love it.
Super cool.
Okay.
So the last one in Chan, is the Pro L.
Yeah. Also my favorite. Did we already get the new one, by the way?
Yeah.
Did we already?
The WLM.
Oh, you also have a WM. Oh, we have we should get the new L3, isn't it? There's a new one from Fabfield. I'm gonna get it.
Oh really? Oh yeah, the Pro L2, of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I have.
because
Yeah, I supposed to have it somewhere as well. But
yeah, they had some kind of deal for the new one. There's a new one. Welcome to Into the
Alright.
Lair at Camiel's place.
Yeah.
Into the Live at Camiel's place. Nice.
All right. So yeah.
So that was that. Okay, so let's listen to one more track also.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you, by the way, for showing all your secrets here, Jeroen.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
The last one is maybe really good to mention as well, this track, because I know it was for the compilation that Maga did for the Children of the Future.
Yes.
And he's helping children in Mexico, right? He
Yes, indeed.
was there, and he's building stuff for schools and that sort of stuff. Give them a future. So children
really
are
great.
the future. Yeah. So you made a track for it.
Yes, I made a track. Yeah, he asked all his producer friends to come up with tracks that they could sell to create income for these children. Indeed, it's a really great thing that he's got going on there. And I saw the Parallel Boys who were there as well, and saw some great videos, and it really made me happy. So good cause, and you can, of course, still buy it on Bandcamp, and you're going to make a lot of people happy and children.
Yeah. So people, if you're watching, check out Children of the Future, and if you want, share it. You know, it will help children in Mexico. It's a project done by Maga. I should ask him to come on the show, but Maga's not really on his email, to be honest. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna manage.
He's really traveling around the world already.
Yeah, he's now in Portugal, and last week he was I don't know,
all over the place.
He's still going. You know, he.
But he got a lot of tracks coming out soon, because I'm mixing a lot of stuff for him. So
so you always know what
really
Maga's up to. Yeah, he's working. He bought all kinds of stuff for a studio. I should really get him for a session. You know, he's bought a lot of hardware. He constantly asks, Camiel, now but this is that good to buy? And then he buys another, and he says, I need the mixer. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So
it's a lovely guy. Yeah, I love his accent. Really, it's always funny.
Yeah, he moves to hardware. Always laughing with this guy.
Great guy.
And he does this great initiative. So let's listen to another Noraj Cue track, and it's called Including All Colors, right?
Yes, that's right.
And why?
Why? It's good. It's a kind of psychedelic trippy track. So
it's
fill it in.
Best answer ever. Here we go.
All right, cool.
What a great track, man. I really loved, and it's also again super wide. Your tracks. It's nice to hear.
And yeah, there's happening a lot of stuff, like
Yeah.
everything is doing something.
yeah, it's really nice. Really, really great track. Go get it. Children of the Future at Bandcamp, done by Maga, and nice track from Noraj Cue. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your music and just your soul and dude,
Welcome, man.
You.
Thanks for having me. My pleasure, of course.
Yeah, man. So, and what's up? Is there? Are you? So there's the 28th. You're doing a party in Amsterdam in Radion with your new agency. The others.
The other self.
And then
I'm not playing myself, by the way, but there's a really great lineup. I will be there, of course. It will be really, really great. Jorka Touria is playing, Tripping Jaguar.
Yeah.
Mini,
The Rotterdam boys, yeah.
So Philip, cool. Deep Philip as well. So it's really, really cool. Yeah. So that one, and of course, Happy Camper is releasing the new Joep EP, of course, Joep Menke.
Yeah.
And we're doing, me and Anders are doing a remix as well, of course, on this one. And and then from there we have we are picking up this tight schedule again after the Corona period, and so really looking forward. And we are going to launch this mix edition as well from Happy Camper. So a lot of tracks will be in mix version as well on mix sets on Spotify.
Yeah.
So more about that on our Happy Camper channel.
Awesome. Okay, and ask for me if you want to do a remix competition for Lessons in Live. Would be great.
Yes, of course. Awesome. I'm totally up for it.
So Duncan,
sounds
if
good,
you're still
man.
watching, I've been trying to call you. I really want to get this done, and we can, I called Jan from Ableton, and he also wants to help. We can make a cool competition for people to, make a remix for Happy Campers. We need a Happy Camper extra to make a remix.
Yeah, it sounds really exciting, man.
I really think it's a cool idea. So more on that later. And when is the Joep Menke EP dropping?
When is the EP dropping? It's in 4 weeks from now. Yeah, and it's cool. The promo is running. So if you're in, then check your promo and leave your feedback.
Yeah, cool. Great. I asked Joep for the show as well. I haven't heard of him. Joep, if you're watching or if you're watching this back, reply. Hey, Holger Kast, greetings from Basel. Greetings
Hello.
back. Thank you for tuning in. And Bas Kramer, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Good work, my friends. Have fun and enjoy.
Bas, yeah.
Nice. Yes. Nice. It's great. So, we were actually at the end of this show. So thank you all for watching. And Jeroen, thank you for being here again. This one is recorded and will be online with all the other ones. And,
great.
Here. Holger Kast is going happy camping this weekend with his camper and your happy camper sound.
Yeah. Super nice. Way to go.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Make it a great camp, Hope you have a great journey.
Sounds good.
Jeroen, thank you so much.
Thank you too, man, for having me. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see each other soon.
Definitely.
Hopefully, come by the house here, and
cool.
if Duncan's not here, you can come chill with me.
Let's wait off this heat wave then.
Yeah. I hope it's gonna. I hope. And sorry, people. I'm really wishing for some rain. I'm really done with the heat. I've been sleeping in the studio for 2 days. And because here's the airco, so I could turn on the airco and then go to sleep, and I wake up, I turn on the airco, turn it off again, but I sleep upstairs, man. It's horrible. Yeah. It's horrible.
It's really great.
I'm spoiled, I know, and it's, but...
Just put down my airco from upstairs, finally, today.
Oh, yeah.
I should have been doing this earlier, but now it's fine to be working here.
Yeah, also the computers. I was speaking to Odette as well. Her computer is like almost dying. You said like, my computer's dying. Everybody has the
totally
same.
Hanging.
Yeah, man.
It's ridiculous.
It's the world, the forces of nature.
Yeah. But I enjoying it too. So I was waiting for the sun. I was not going on on vacation this year. So The sun is good.
It's good. I really enjoyed the beach, man. I've never been so tanned in my life. So it's,
yeah, looking good, man.
yes, I've been on the beach a lot. I've been creaming, putting cream on like sunscreen a lot. So
important.
Yeah. So I didn't burn for the first time ever. You
did?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, you didn't?
I normally
nice.
burn, but I've been a brave boy. So yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Good.
Yeah, but now I hope it's gonna rain. All right, man. Hey, thanks. I love you, and I speak to you later.
Love you too, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Doei.
Bye-bye.
What a star. Let's do the... Oh, I really love this man. I've known him for, 10 years, maybe longer, and he's a good friend to have in your bubble. As you see, it's a super nice man, and he makes amazing music, and I'm happy he was here again. So next week is Britta Arnold time. She also makes amazing music, hailing from Berlin, and I'm curious to what she's been up to. She's obviously part of the Happy Campers, and I'm really looking forward to speak to her. Haven't spoken to her in a while, and looking forward to see how she's doing. And thank you for tuning in. Remember, we have the Lessons in Live group on Facebook, so find it and join it. I'll just click approve and you can join, and you'll find posts about plugins, samples, tutorials that are being posted. It's a fun group to be a part of. For the rest, if you need sample packs, preset packs, or devices, you can go to gumroad.com/lessonsinlive. And on the 31st of August, I do this guy, which is a free introduction class to Ableton, which you can follow, register on lessonsinlive.com/events. You'll find the course there. And yes, thank you so much for following and checking this out. The Dive in Live episodes are all available on youtube.com/lessonsinlive, where you'll find episodes with Lucien Ford, aka Analog Kitchen, Joko, Josh Butler, Ilke Klein. We had a lot we had a lot of guests here, and I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to continue, and I hope you're going to stay you're going to keep watching on Wednesday, and I hope you have a really nice evening, and we'll see you soon. Bye.